If you were smart enough to catch on, you'd be up about $3,000 to $4,000 already. Yuga announces that the trial of Jimmy the Monkey is launching right away. However, they have snuck hints into the entire story along the way. If you saw dog prints and bought some doggos, you'd be up bigly right now. Let's break down what has already been uncovered by delving into some people's predictions that have actually come true. One, YugaLabs had this roadmap 2.0 coming out, and I forget when they issued this, but nonetheless, kind of shows what they were going to do with their ecosystem. So they had their first annual Ape Fest. It was in New York. They had that already done. And then, they have a bunch of stuff here, not listed collabs and partnerships. So they have a mobile competition. But then now we're up here in this trial of Jimmy the Monkey. MD versus MMI prologue with a little bit of a monkey paw here. You can kind of see the monkey paw just over my, right about, where am I here? Right there. You'll see that. So what does that even mean? So now we got MD versus MMI dog print up here with the hand sticking out, and then we got another one, the final battle with the foot here. So, sounds like we're in for a little bit of a storytelling mission with the doggos. One thing to note here that YugaLabs did acquire 10 KTF, which comes with people. And he'll be hired as an advisor for YugaLabs for the storytelling. 10 KTF is supposed to be one of the top tier companies out there that for storytelling in the Web3 space. Let's jump into this crypto hot. He did a really good breakdown. This was back in November 24th about the 10 KTF and the Bored Apes tweet. So he started digging in. So he basically said the trial is reference to the Bored Apes Roadmap 2.0, which was published on September 22nd, 2021, the trial of Jimmy. So what does MDMMI stand for? Seems to be secret. A breakdown here says that at the trial of Jimmy, it's important to note that Jimmy is a monkey, not an ape. I think Jimmy has been sent on a mission by the monkeys to spy on the ape clubhouse. Jimmy gets discovered and tries to escape through the swamp in a treasure hunt game called Jimmy the Asshole, where he finds out he's running from Curtis and Ape. Curtis eventually catches Jimmy and brings him back for trial. In the roadmap, we see Jimmy is tied up and gagged. So here's where it gets interesting too. In the latest rendering, we see an ape that resembles Curtis standing on the deck of a clubhouse looking towards the swamp. Terror in his eyes. We see some of these. We see that there is some robotic arms. Like, are we going to start seeing some mecha robots? Interesting observation here on a release that YugaLabs had. You can see kind of about right here on there's some gems with the similar colors to what was over here on some 10 KTF videos and backgrounds that they did. Here's another thing too. So back in February this year, they had a Yuga deck, pitch deck leaked. No one has ever confirmed that it's true, but they're saying that Mecha Dog versus Mecha Monkey Invasion, Bored Ape Yacht Club is greater than Mecha Dog. So kind of some stuff going on here. Listen, at the end of the day, if you're paying attention to some of this stuff, you might be able to make some money. I don't own any of that. I own an other side land and down on that. Ask me for more at Investing Vice. When YugaLabs announced this little block box here, it had a picture of a dog on it. And then you can see the picture here. And then what happened to the floor price of Bored Ape Kennel Club? It went up. However, Yuga's announced another mint. So what is this mint going to be? I think it's going to be part of this battle, the MD versus MMI. So what they're saying here is, that's crazy. But what they're saying here is you can see if you have a Bored Ape and a Bored Ape Kennel Club, you get a tier 4 mint. If you get a Bored Ape, you just get a tier 3 mint. If you get a mutant and a Bored Ape Kennel Club, you get a tier 1. And if you just have a mutant, it's a tier 1. So there's going to be some more Yuga assets. Interesting to see. OX Wave here did a pretty good breakdown of it. So he did all of the calculations and said that there is a possible for 4,236 for tier 4s, 5,000 for tier 3s, and a lot of tier 1s. So unparable Bored Ape Kennel Clubs, 2618. Interesting to see. Listen, at the end of the day, people are making money on this. Look at this. They had their announcement. One announcement was here. One announcement, and this was the most recent one. So 6.5 ETH to 8 ETH. People who make money. So listen, if you're paying attention to this stuff, you can make some money if you have some capital and have some risk to take. You know, the old saying goes, never fade Yuga. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. They got a lot of horsepower there behind them. Interested to see how this all goes. And then even just a little bit of a side note, like YugaLabs has hired a new CEO. So you can see here that they hired this guy, and he's not just some bum off the street. He is the COO and president of Activision Blizzard. So he brought like World of Warcraft out. He's worked on Diablo 4. He's kind of led all those teams. So potentially there's some help here with the other side deeds. Anyways, that's what we're looking at here today. We're going to jump into the crypto market summary. I'm going to ask for a quick subscribe here, but we're going to jump right into that here right now. So here we are again. We're looking at a pretty flat day. You can see the coin market cap up $1 billion. It's hasn't really shifted a lot in the last week. Up and down, but not by much. Shit coins. Let's see what's going on in shit coins here. $1.8 million in Ethereum new pairs. 6032. What do we got here? The guest list, Galleon, Chiba. I'm surprised Putin NFT. Tesla DAO. Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of gone downhill a little bit. Cash flow money. Santa Gates. Not a lot of good ones in there. 1.8. Same on BNB as it is in Ethereum. Interesting to see that. We got $40 million in NFT sales. Again, I don't believe it. We are looking at Blur at $22 million. That is a lot of wash trading. We covered that in the last video from yesterday. I'll show you that one if you want. It's up in there, up in the clips. Yeah, whatever. They're just farming for airdrops, damaging probably floor prices, seeing all that. So we're seeing upward pressure on oil prices. Gas prices are pretty low. Look at European gas prices. It's pretty wild. Interesting to see that. Yeah, we're going to probably see some upward pressure here, I think, continuing on. What are we doing for interest rates and bonds? S&P, the Dixie's coming down, so that's the American dollar when compared against a basket of other money. S&P 500 is just floating around that 3,800. It's not going to even, I don't think it's going to close in the 4,000s, huh? And then interest rates the 2-year came down, so it's kind of closing that gap, that inversion. That's kind of what we're seeing there. And then NFTs flat as well. I mean, Bored Apes going up. Mutants, man, I really kicking myself here. It was a month ago or so that I didn't get a mutant. One of my biggest regrets so far. But pretty flat here. What are we seeing? We're not a whole bunch. Looking more in some of these. Oh, of course, Rug Radio's at 0.42. I was supposed to buy some yesterday. That was dumb. Absolutely dumb. Didn't do it. Ether Orcs 0.32. So that's steady climbing. Anyways, that's what we're looking at today. Have a good day, guys.